Welcome to the HMG Executive Leadership Spotlight. Here's our host, Hunter Muller.
Hello and welcome to the HMG Spotlight. I'm Hunter Muller, founder and CEO of HMG Strategy. Today's Spotlight is with Ann Kottmeier. She's the CIO of Chemonics, and congratulations on being a 2025 HMG Global Leadership Institute Midcap CIO of the Year.
Thank you so much, Hunter, for having me. I'm very happy to be here with all of you today.
Hey, what is the mission of Chemonics?
Our mission is to achieve, a development impact in complex context around the world. We are working as a service provider for the US government, USAID, and the UK government, as well as other businesses all over the planet. We are about more than 6,000 people today, $1 billion company located in about 100 countries. And very complex, I would say, context countries all over the place.
And the mission is to truly help the world be a better place?
Absolutely, yeah. No, our mission is truly dedicated to that, helping the world to be a better place, helping, the people in the world that are suffering, helping on some major topics such as climate change, such as we are here. I mean, definitely it's a fantastic mission. We are here to support, all the major topics that are in the news today and helping, on those topics, whether it's education, people, starvation, climate change, and these kind of topics.
And it's a broad mission. Wow, what an unbelievable vision. What drove you or drew you to the organization?
I would say clearly the mission. When you work for Chemonics, you wake up in the morning with a meaning in life. There are so many people suffering out there. There are so many things happening with the climate change. There is so much missing in terms of education on this planet. There are people that have no access to food, no access to a lot of things. How can you help those people to get better and get a better life, And that's truly the mission that brings us to Chemonics.
When you think of cyber and AI and other layers of technology, what are the top technologies can truly help your mission?
So on our side, of course, I mean, in terms of technology, cyber is a top one. We are looking, and working very closely with partners and that are our vendors to help us to prioritize on this, because as I said earlier, we are in very complex context out there. We are, for example, in Ukraine. That's one place where cybersecurity, is key. We are in places where definitely for us, it's really necessary to work with very strong partners to help us, to manage these environments. We also look, as you mentioned, Hunter, at AI. And AI, we are looking at it on how to bring efficiency to our environment, because sometimes we don't always have the time to do it. And the other area that we are looking at right now is also modernizing our environment, getting rid of our technical debt, and making sure that we can become more agile. Because, as I said earlier, as an example, when you go to Ukraine, you have to be agile. You cannot just come with a very heavy environment. We have some work to do on imaging the environment in which we are. There are things that we cannot do, easily over there.
I gotta believe that this is one of the most unprecedented times in world history, with many global conflicts going on at one time, and Ukraine seemingly being able to hold its own with Russia way overpowering Ukraine, that Ukraine, essentially the country, is leveraging new technologies to defend itself and potentially one day maybe win.
Say, what you are facing out there is definitely very strong technologies. Between you and me, what I even feel and see, that's my perspective, is that we are putting all the new technologies that we can find today available in the US, which is already fantastic. But I am suspecting that they have access to other technologies that we do not see necessarily on the market today. All these nation-state actors, they have access to things and funds that we do not necessarily have. So how do you cope with that? How can you protect yourself against that? That's definitely critical for us.
And you've had a great run, 2 years now at the organization. What are you proudest about?
What I've been proud of is the changes that we are making every day to help our people on site to do their mission better, faster, cheaper, and making sure that we enable their IT the way they work. And we enable their work and make it easier for them to do their work. And that's the whole idea of why we are here, is when you are on site in those environments, very difficult environments, you do not want to have to deal with an IT problem, the way we have it, let's say in our office in Washington, D.C. You want to make sure when it's on site, things work and you can support your staff wherever they are, whatever they do. They don't want to have to think of IT and think of their laptops and how things work behind the scene. They want to be focused on their mission and focused on helping the people that are on site and getting their work done.
Being an organization of a couple of $1 billion, you have a lot of influence in the world. What is top of mind for your senior management, your CEO?
I would say he has a very strong business strategy. He has an amazing vision. I mean, the whole idea is to keep going with some initiatives that are going to support the mission. I mean, some of them are, there are things that I cannot officially share, but he's doing a lot of things. He's an amazing gentleman, definitely. And we have a very strong C-level team that knows, I've been in that industry for, I would say, decades now, and that are really having a very strong understanding of what's going on in the field. I really admire what they're trying to do, in many areas. And what is impressive is it's one of the few companies that I've been to where we really work as partners and really work to each other. People have each other's back and we are really here to help each other. Versus, sometimes arguing against each other. We have no time for that. We are here to get the things done and making sure that we make a difference when we're on site and alleviate the pain and the suffering that is out there.
Looks like a real team effort. And how would you characterize your leadership style?
So as far as I'm concerned, I am a very strong proponent, I would say, of a servant leader. The whole idea is we try to, and I try strongly in my team to foster leadership in others, to empower our staff, to lead initiatives and to make decisions in some areas of their area of expertise. I also empower the diversity of thought. I want people, that don't only think of one area. I want to work with people that are coming from different mindset, different culture, different experience, and brings this diversity to the table. We need it. I mean, definitely, because being a very global company, you need that. We also work at creating a culture of trust. The whole idea is definitely, I am pushing for that. I'm using, a model that is the 5 dysfunction of a team, from Patrick Lencioni, that I'm sure you have heard about. It's all about trust, not fearing to have healthy discussions, agreeing on commitments, holding each other accountable, and focusing on results. And so all of that together is how we empower the team. Definitely is delegate, trust, and bringing diversity to the table, I think, are really key for us and for my team.
Great stuff. Love the insights. The right kind of leadership style for sure in this environment. And congratulations on being an HMG Global Leadership Institute Mid-Cap CIO of the Year.
I really appreciate definitely, Hunter, everything you do, everything your team does, and all the partners that we have out there. Between you and me, I will not be successful without them. I could give you a long list of partners with whom we are working that are just amazing. And I am glad they are here because it's all this partnership. When you go to these places, you have to have strong partners behind you, strong vendors, and strong people to help you to get there. So thank you so much for the opportunity you're giving me to bring Chemonics to the front of the stage here, Hunter, through HMG. And as I said, I am a very big supporter of your group, and I try to attend every time I can when I'm not on the road for Chemonics.
Great stuff. Again, thanks. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Hunter.